Hey guys, welcome to BP, the Bible Perspective. Are we too critical of Tyler Perry? Now, in his latest movie, A Fall from Grace, there's a lot of criticism about his storytelling. I want to get into it, but before we do, please like and share these videos and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective, and also check out my novel, Christian's novel, The Color of Redemption. Should we seek justice or forgiveness? Okay, in his latest movie, A Fall from Grace, which I think is one of his best movies to date, I'm seeing a lot of criticism from people, which is probably the norm when you get to his status. And while some of the criticism I may say is just, it's deserved, but my question is, are we too critical? Now, when I look at Tyler Perry and his empire that he's built, the storytelling, he tells a particular story. Now, as a would-be screenwriter, and I would say anyone who is aspiring to be a filmmaker would love to be in Tyler Perry's shoes, without a doubt. And this is why. He's built an empire from which he can do and tell the stories he wants. And that's one of the greatest positions to be in. See, right now, I've written several screenplays, and Hollywood doesn't even know I exist. And it's hard to break into that. Now, I could try, for example, screenwriting contests, right, for a person who's not a Hollywood insider. But you're subject to the judges, what their opinions are, okay? How they feel about your work. It's not always good. But Tyler was able to come from nothing to this vast studio, empire studios, Tyler Perry Studios, in which he's not only making movies, the kind of movies he wants, but also people are also using his studios to make their movies. So that's a great accomplishment. Now, as far as his storytelling, and again, I'm asking the question, are we too critical? Do we put too much criticism on him? And I'm going to say we tend to. And I look at it this way. Tyler Perry, he tells a particular story. You could say a certain genre. And so this is some of the criticism I hear, that he always tells stories about black women and black women's struggles. Yes, because that's what he wants to do. They say, well, in his story, in the criticism of his storytelling, there are there are unbelievable things that happen in the story. Well, let me give you a couple of examples, because every movie does that. Okay, in terms of his ability to tell a story, if you wanted to critique his screenwriting, screenwriting ability, sure, you could do that. I'm going to come back to why I think it's irrelevant. But let me just tell you, for example, I was just watching the movie A Few Good Men. And there was one line that I thought was one of the most silliest lines that you could ever kind of write in there. And I kind of thought to myself, why did he put this in here? It was a scene where he had gotten a star witness, at least he thought he had a star witness. And so he kind of goes into the prosecutor, and he was confident in it. And the prosecutor just chops him down. Prosecutor, you really don't have a case. You're not going to win the case. He said, and then, man, you're running off your dead father. And that kind of strikes a chord with him. And his only reply was, well, you're a lousy softball player. And I thought to myself, that's the corniest line. Now, think about this. There was a movie years ago called White Chicks. Now, this movie, White Chicks, by the way, made $113 million. But it's one of the most preposterous movies that I've ever seen. The Wayans brothers, who dress up as two white girls and get away with it right through in the movie. One of the other things is White House Down. Now, this movie again was a blockbuster. This movie was made this movie made $200 million. And the premise of this is that a band of mercenaries or whoever actually seized control of the White House. Is that even possible? Now, here's my point from saying all that. And all these three are very different genre movies by different filmmakers. And here's my point. You can enjoy all three of them without the criticism. Now, I criticize along with, also enjoying the movie. One of the worst genres of movies is Christian movies. Okay, don't even get started on that. Christian movies, absolutely horrible. But you know what? They're my guilty pleasure. And that's why I excuse a lot of the bad storytelling. So, if you want to criticize Tyler Perry, you ought to see some of these Christian movies, okay? And so my point is that, yes, I think we overdo it on the criticism with Tyler Perry. He's one man telling a set of stories, just like I'm an author. See my book right here, The Color of Redemption. I tell Christian fiction. My stories have a certain vibe to them. Now, here's my thing. When we come back to a Christian movie, I like that shameless, shameless plug there. But here's my thing about the Tyler Perry movies. His audience love him, especially the Madea movies. They love him, and he writes for them, and they love it. If you're not into Tyler Perry movies, there are a way of different genres and filmmakers that we as a community can enjoy. So if you want romance, okay, don't go to Tyler Perry then. He's not, making romance movies. If you want horror, science fiction, my point is that we can enjoy, and there's enough on the menu for everyone to enjoy. And so I do think it is unfair oftentimes, the amount of criticism. Because again, if I was in his shoes, I would do the exact same thing. In other words, when you get to a place where you can make your own movies, you can bypass the Hollywood system and make your own movies. He's forging away his own path. I think that is great. I think that is good. And like I say, every author, every filmmaker, every would-be screenwriter would love to be doing what Tyler Perry is doing. And here's my challenge, that if you're going to criticize always the fact that he's only doing what he wants to do, what he loves to do, then make your own movies. Write a script. Come up with the money. There's some people like, okay, Spike Lee criticizes Tyler Perry. At least he used to. He criticizes Tyler Perry. But you're making two different types of movies. And by the way, Spike Lee has made some blockbuster movies, of course, and it's not what his genre in particular. The power to the people kind of genre. My point is, again, there's enough on the plate for everyone. There's enough on the menu from everyone. Everybody don't have to make the same kind of movies. So you can enjoy Tyler Perry's movies without, to me, the over-criticism. Now, I will criticize him on the wigs, okay? His hair and makeup people, they're horrible. But anyway, again, like I say, I think we can enjoy each other, enjoy the movies. Okay, that's all I have for this one. See you next time on BP, The Bible Perspective.